you can look back to 2016. I am familiar with those cakes and balls foods because that was where, while I was at college at Louisiana Christian University, right up the road, I spent time there working during my college days at Balls Foods. So this community is definitely important to me, and it will continue to be important to me if I am to be the next elected governor for y'all. Like I say, I spent a lot of time here, Louisiana Christian University. I majored in history with a minor in political science. That's where I finished there. What I can tell y'all, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time because I only have 5 minutes. So what I would tell y'all is, if you wanna learn more about Xavier Ellis, a couple things you can do. Go to ellisforlouisiana.com, or just as Mr. Reddick said, you can Google me. As Mayor has said, Xavier Ellis is gonna come up, it's gonna direct you straight to that website. For y'all that are on Facebook, I put up content constantly because I'm talking about the issues and I'm addressing the things that our state needs to do. I don't care much to get into mudslinging and going back and forth with my opponents. What I care about and what I'm standing here before, as the mayor said, it takes a lot of gumption, a lot of courage, but I want to be that difference for y'all. I want to be that change agent. So when we talk about my background, the last 6 years I spent my time as an educator in Opelousas. A lot of y'all might know what that's at. I was there for 6 years. I saw the corruption at the local level when it comes to politics. And I said, you know what? I'm a thinker, I'm a creative. That's what I bring to the table. I'm gonna go around y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and play a game of 20 to 30 years of, hey, stay in my box and y'all keep me over here. No, I have something to offer this state. When we look at the issues currently, number one, we can all probably agree, that's crime. The educational system, when we talk about education in this state, it is the young people, it's not the old people. No offense, Mayor, y'all, no offense, but it's not them that are leaving the state. It's our young people. That's our migration. What the Bessie candidate talked about, that directly affects me because I have a son now. And also, when y'all look at this candidate, Xavier Ellis, there's no other body, us and the 15 people that are running for governor that can speak directly to that our migration issue. Number two, the educational issue. Who do you want to speak for your educational system? Do you want a career politician, or do you want somebody that's an educator, that has walked in the trenches and know the different hats that an educator has worn? You're not gonna find another candidate besides Xavier Ellis that can speak directly to the educators and the issue of teacher pay raises, but also, as the Bessie board guy talked about, the issue of getting students' perspective. Because one thing I can tell y'all about the educational system, it needs to be redesigned in our state. We need to be teaching kids. If we got all this agricultural, as y'all know, a lot of people, and I love my farmer. My dad was a farmer. He was also a hunter. But I can tell y'all, looking at this guy right here, I know nothing about farming. That's a problem. So we gotta get skills. We gotta teach our kids what farming means, because it gets down to your diet, to the basic things of who you are as a person. And when our kids know those skills, home economics, when they know those things, like some of y'all were fortunate to take those classes that we're getting out, and now we're, as the Bessie board said, we're teaching them just to pass a test. We gotta get back to the basics. We gotta get back to, hey, teach them about taxes, teach them about home economics, redesign that curriculum. If you're gonna teach them history and English and math, teach them a sense of, hey, you're not just taking this English class to pass a test. You might be the next great writer to come out of Ball, Alexandra Monroe. You might be the next clothing designer. So now, hey, you tell a kid, Dad, I'm gonna make some money? Oh shoot, I'm finna write that essay now. I'm finna do that math thing. I'm finna get into my education. It's not gonna be just, hey, I'm looking forward to PE, which I taught that as well, but you're not gonna look to that. When we talk about crime, does Xavier Ellis and all the other candidates need to be tough on crime? I'm gonna say it so I don't get in trouble with the mayor. Yeah. Y'all know what I probably wouldn't want to say, but we gotta be tough on crime. We gotta get to a point where we have checkpoints at each part of the state. When we talk about drugs and that sort of thing, we gotta get to the bottom of that. But we also, being a son of a mentally ill parent, we also gotta address the mental illness. Because we have a lot of people, it's not that they wanna continue to commit crimes, but you gotta address that, all right? Then you also gotta look out, hey, I'm not gonna be wishy-washy, pro-choice, pro-life, this, that. No, if you pro-life, then be pro-life. If you're for the hunters, if you're for that, be for the hunters. If you're for, hey, having protection of a gun to protect your family, then support those people. And also, if you want to, hey, I know some of like the duck hunt and deer hunt and all that, like my daddy used to do. protect those people too, because as somebody told me, it's not the tool, it's the misuse of the tool that affects the gun. So when you see these people talk about gun control, we gotta address the mental part. We gotta address that. You gotta have a candidate in office that knows that. We also need a candidate, y'all. I know I'm probably, Mayor, y'all getting close to that 5 minutes and I might be close to it. But we also gotta have a candidate, y'all. Remember this, if you don't remember nothing else that Xavier Ellis tell y'all tonight, and y'all meet me tonight. You need a candidate, because I see in this room, I see a lot of, as I've always done since I was on my grandma's porch and on her drop stop. She's no longer with me now, but she's my earth angel here, but she's now my guardian angel. What I would say is, to the elders that's in the room, my elders who are in this room, what we gotta look at in this next governor candidate, whether it's Xavier Ellis, whether these other people that you pick, one of them, or if you happen to pick the one woman that's in the race, who would tell you Xavier Ellis holds his own against any of us. What I would say to y'all is this: think about the candidate who can grow with the state versus age with the state. That's a big difference. I'm gonna say that again. The candidate that can grow with the state versus the candidate that can age with the state. Because whoever this next governor candidate, they're gonna have at least 4 years in office, right? You gotta look at what they're setting up in order for y'all, because they have to be able to take care of the elders. I'm sorry, yeah. We can look out for the young people, and I want to definitely address the outward migration issue, and I just want to address the education issue and the crime. But who is it going to be taking care of y'all? And what policies and things are they going to be pushing forward that's going to allow the grandmoms, the grandpas, and everybody else to be taken care of in this state as well? Because I'm going to tell you, from what I've seen on the campaign trail, if that was the case, we had some candidate that was going to do that. This guy right here, as Mayor said, I would not be running at 29. I got the rest of my whole life ahead of me. Some people say you're just getting started, guy. But as I've been experienced in life and seen, since 2015, I lost my daddy. Since that, my great-grandma, my grandma, these sort of people. I lost a cousin last year at 23. Time waits on nobody. So we cannot afford, I'm gonna say this to everybody, from the mayor to the council, honorable mayor, council, to the audience that I'm addressing. And y'all are a beautiful crowd, by the way. This is what we need. We need active citizens. And we cannot, whether it's Xavier Ellis, I know I'm appealing to y'all right now, whoever it is, we cannot get this election wrong. Because the outcome of it, we're gonna feel it. Not just for the next 4 years, for the next 20 years. And y'all, the elders and the young people, we all are gonna feel it. And I'll just close by this and saying this, and I'm gonna be done, Mayor, I promise you, because like I said, I'm over 5 minutes, I know. If you want somebody that's gonna stand up against the partisan divide that we have in this state, somebody that grew up in public housing, grew up in a single parent household, grew up right up the road, going to Louisiana Christian University, graduating from there, and has the people heart at the forefront, willing to not only, and Mayor probably didn't know this, and it's not, you're not gonna find this on Google, willing to take a 90% pay cut, go from teaching in Opelousas making $3,000 a month to going down to back to where he started, basically in a new town in Monroe, not at Ball Foods, but at a Super One up the road in Monroe, take a $300 check. That should tell y'all, Xavier Ellis is not about career politician. I'm not about making 6 figures. I'm about bringing the needs of the people forward, going to every municipality and addressing the weaknesses and the threats. For y'all business people, I'll leave y'all with this. Y'all know what SWOT analysis are. You look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats of a place. What our candidates are not doing right now, what they're not telling y'all, there's mudslinging. Whether it's Ball, Louisiana, and it's those lovely moon pies that are gonna soon be here. Whether it's Opelousas needing a skating rink, whether it's Bastrop needing new restaurants. As I told the mayor when I walked in, I've been traveling around this state. Not only am I traveling and gathering what the needs and the weaknesses and threats are of each place, but I'm also in tune with y'all because I'm a student of history. I'm very aware of Cleo Fields, I'm very aware of the history of Governor Jimmy Davis and all these people that have came before me. I can tell you that Zawali is for basketball. Simsboro is about basketball. Ball, as the mayor just told me, is about those lovely moon pies and that treat over there in Balls Foods, but I care. You're not gonna find a candidate that's gonna be more of a fighter, that's gonna care. And that's what Xavier Ellis does. For me, it's not about the money. Yeah, am I putting it up there that as a former educator need to be given a pay raise? I think y'all probably already agree. Xavier need to be in some type of legislative campaign manager, something. But I don't care about that more so. I care about our state growing and this being a place that my son and others can stay here and we can all grow, work with our elders, not be divided between our elders and young people, but work together. So I leave y'all with that. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. And bless you, Mayor. Thank y'all, Councilwoman, for this opportunity. Even though I missed that call, I apologize.